I am officially 39 weeks pregnant today, which means we have one more week until our due date. Now, whether if he comes in exactly a week, we don't know for sure, but the countdown is on. I am officially full term and it's just crazy. And I've missed the past few pregnancy updates, even though I'm doing a big last trimester update for you guys. But I did want to vlog my last week of being pregnant because I just want to keep these memories and just rewatch them in the future, just to see how I was feeling, what was going on like in our lives, what stage we're in. And I think it's just really nice to document this very special week before he comes. Excuse the mess in the background. We are staying at my sister's house while ours is getting renovated and stuff. We've been here for about a month, so we need to get out of their hair. But the house is almost done, and that's actually where we're going to be going today. We have a couple of errands to run for the house. Gotta go to Home Depot, return a shower door, pick up a toilet, just fun errands that I definitely don't want to be doing at 39 weeks pregnant, but we have to. And of course, we wake up today to the biggest snowstorm of the year. Like, we haven't gotten snow all winter this year, and the last couple of days it's been like snowing on and off, but we woke up this morning and everything is coated in white. So that's going to be a lot of fun driving around today, but it just has to be done. My dad and my mom are at the house right now working on it, so they're waiting for us. I'm feeling pretty good this morning. Can't believe it's already 39 weeks. I feel like I've been waiting for this week my entire pregnancy, so it's just really exciting. I'm gonna go get ready because I literally just woke up, hence the puffiness and the raspy voice. So I am back. It's actually 10:15 at night. Nothing happened since my last update this morning. We didn't really do much. We went and ran our errands like I mentioned before, and because it was so like bad and windy and snowy out, my parents told me to just stay home. I couldn't do anything at the new house anyways. My dad is like doing recess lighting and painting, and there's a bunch of dust there, so they didn't want me to go to the house. So we just stayed home. We ordered bubble tea, literally fell asleep and took a 2-hour nap, and not much else happened. But I did want to come on and update you guys about what's going on in our lives. I know I kind of touched on it before. Obviously, we're staying at my sister's, like I mentioned, and we've been here for almost a month. I think it's a month this coming weekend, which is crazy. But I am hoping that we can move in to our place by this Friday or Saturday. The kitchen is the only thing that's not done. Everything else is done. The downstairs is finished, the upstairs is finished, the baby's nursery is finally like together, even though he's not going to be staying it for a couple of months. But at least the upstairs, like the living areas, are completely done, and we can at least move in, start vacuuming, cleaning, setting up furniture, and kind of settling before he gets here, because I'm getting really nervous being 39 weeks pregnant and kind of not being settled in our house yet. Obviously, we have my sister's place and she has been wonderful, and she wants us to be here when the baby's born, but I just cannot do that to her and her husband and her kids. They have school, her husband has a job, and I just can't bring a newborn screaming his head off in the middle of the night while they're trying to sleep. That would make me feel so terrible. So I do want to be settled into our house by the time he gets here, and he is due February 9th, which is exactly a week away from today. But they always say that your first baby is going to be late or overdue, so I'm hoping he's just a couple of days late and not too late, because I'm ready to meet him. But on the other hand, and this is another thing that I wanted to touch on in this video, I've been feeling very emotional and very anxious, thinking and knowing that this might be the last week that he is in my tummy, and it just makes me so sad, because for the last 9 months, obviously I have my husband and my family, and they've been so supportive and so just amazing, but I feel like it's been him and me for the last 9 months, and it's been comforting and safe knowing that he's always with me. I know exactly what he's up to. I know exactly what he's feeling, and I think it's just a first mom or a mom thing to kind of feel anxious about being detached from your baby, even though obviously I'm going to be with him every single day. It makes me really emotional thinking like we're not going to be attached to each other anymore. Like I'm going to have to share him with other people, because right now he's with me, he's in me, people can feel my belly, but like he's mine right now, like all mine. But as soon as he pops out, I'm gonna have to share him. And again, I'm so excited to have everyone meet him, because everyone is so excited. Our families are so excited for this little kid. And yeah, I obviously want him to meet his grandparents and his cousins and his aunts and his uncles, and he's just gonna be so spoiled. But again, I don't know, the thought of like sharing him and like letting someone else hold him just makes me like sad that he's not just all mine anymore. I don't know. I can't be the only one feeling this way. So if you're feeling that way too, just let me know that I'm not crazy, that I'm not being selfish. But that's just what I'm feeling right now. And so I'm trying to, like, as excited as I am that I'm finally at week 39, I'm sad that it's already week 39, if you know what I mean. I don't know, it's just a lot of mixed emotions right now for me. But again, I'm thankful that the new house, and like, it's such a big project that it's taking my mind off all these things. Otherwise, I would just be sitting at home just worrying and being anxious all day, all night. So I'm trying to be positive and think positive and not get too worried and stressed and scared and anxious about the whole birthing process. I've been reading up a lot more and watching a lot more birthing vlogs and stuff, just to get myself mentally prepared and seeing what other people are going through, seeing what tips and tricks they have. So that is everything that I wanted to update you guys on. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I'm not really sure what we have plans for tomorrow. If it's not like snowing and like crappy out, I do want to go to the house and actually clean and set up the furniture in the living room area, because right now it's all pushed off to one side while my dad was working on it. And so I want to deep clean the couch, get the furniture where it needs to be while my dad works in the kitchen, and hopefully just get the upstairs ready, like our bedroom, the baby's room, just get it clean, dusted, vacuumed, steamed. Like, I am super OCD when it comes to cleaning, so I have to like really deep clean before we move in. Morning, it's actually Wednesday morning. It's about 9:50 right now, and I just got up about 20 minutes ago. I think at the house today I have to get my rose quartz stone that I massage my face with, because I am so extra puffy in the morning these days. I feel like my mouth is so puffy, I can barely talk right now, and my eyes and my face is like a lost cause right now. They're so puffy. So I'm just gonna do a really light layer of makeup so that I don't look too dead, but it's not gonna be anything super glam or extravagant, because I mean, what's the point? I'm gonna put a mask on this anyways. So I did a really quick makeup look. This has been my go-to makeup if I'm wearing makeup. Most days if I'm leaving the house, I'm not wearing any makeup, or just a little bit of under eye concealer if they're looking really bad that particular day. But today I wanted to get a little bit more done up, just to make my puffy face feel a little bit better. So Kathy is actually on her way home. She just dropped off the girls at school. She's gonna pick me up. We're gonna run errands, so I have to get dressed really quickly. So this is baby boy. He's getting so much lower with each and every day, and getting so much pointier and moving towards the front, which is good news. That's where we want him to be. So it's Thursday morning and I'm just getting ready to run even more errands before I head over to the house and start cleaning again. But I wanted to share my bump shot with you because he is looking even more low today and a lot more pointy. So this is 39 weeks and 2 days, Wednesday, Thursday, yeah, 2 days. So let's get ready and head out and run some errands. So we are in the car finally. It took me a while to get ready, and I also spent like 15-20 minutes working on my last trimester update video. It's uploading right now. I'm hoping that by the time I get home it'll be finished uploading and I can put the finishing touches on it, add all the details, and then upload it for you guys. But we are heading out to run our errands. I think I'm gonna stop by Starbucks first to get a bagel and just a small coffee to keep me going. And then we're gonna start our errands. We have quite a few spots to hit today. And yeah, my husband's not so excited about me going by myself, but he has to work and things just needs to be done. I can't sit around and wait for someone to accompany me wherever I go. I would never get anything done. So let's get going. So I just got to Best Buy and I'm gonna pick up my order. They actually just bring it out to you curbside now, which is pretty cool. You don't have to go in the store or anything. And I just checked in, so I'm just waiting for them to bring it out. But I ordered an extra battery for this camera, which is the new vlogging camera that I've been using, and I've been loving it so far. I picked up an extra battery because I plan on vlogging the labor and birth process, and I don't want the camera to die midway and I have to wait for it to charge and stuff, so I figured I'd be safe with an extra battery. I also bought like an external charger for the battery, but for some reason that order was canceled, but at least I have the extra battery in case we need it. So here's my order. Thanks so much. Have a good day. Easy peasy. Let's go get this baby some food and mama some coffee because she desperately needs it. So off to Starbucks. I just got my Starbucks order and I decided to just park and eat so that I'm not eating and driving. Can't be safe for a pregnant woman or anyone else. But I'm gonna sit here and eat really quick, but I also have to go through my Home Depot receipts to see what I'm actually returning. I know what I'm returning, but we've been to Home Depot literally at least 30 times in this past month. So there are so many receipts and I don't know which one has the products that I'm returning. So while I sit here and eat, let me push my seat back because my belly is almost touching the steering wheel, basically. Short girl problems. But yeah, while I eat, I'm gonna go through the receipts. So I got a plain bagel with cream cheese, which is my like pregnancy weakness right now. It's what I've been craving for every day, all day. I could eat literally 3 at a time. And instead of a coffee, I just got a matcha tea. So it's Friday morning and I'm actually on my way to my last doctor's appointment. Hopefully my last doctor's appointment before he gets here. My husband has been able to make every single doctor's appointment. Quarantine has been both a blessing and a curse for us because he's been able to work from home and he hasn't missed one doctor's appointment besides the first ultrasound when the pandemic first hit and nobody was allowed in with me. But since then, he's made every single appointment, I think except one because he had to work. And he's missing our last doctor's appointment, which is today, obviously, because he has an early work schedule. So he's working from 6 a.m. to noon today, which unfortunately means he's missing our 8 o'clock appointment. So I'm kind of nervous going into this thing, just because it's our last one, so I don't know what to expect and what she's gonna tell me is going on down there. But I'm also really excited just to see if we're progressing, if things are looking the way they should be. So I'm just gonna go to this appointment by myself. I'm gonna ask her to do like a cervical checkup to see if I'm dilated at all. I'm gonna ask her if I'm actually peeing myself or leaking amniotic fluid. So there's quite a few questions I have just to prepare myself and give myself a better mindset on what's happening, if I am like in early labor or what's going on. So I just got done and we have some excitement going on. I am 1 centimeter dilated. Apparently I've been having contractions thinking they're Braxton Hicks, and I told her about my water leakage situation and she said that she did see some leaking when she asked me to cough, but she didn't know if it was a gel or not. So she's actually sending me to labor and delivery to get tested to make sure that my fluid levels are okay. So I have to drive home now, tell my poor husband this. He's literally in the middle of his workday and he's not supposed to be done until another 3 hours, but it is what it is. I'm hoping the baby is not coming today. I hope I don't get admitted because the house is not ready, I'm not ready, and this is just not what I was expecting to hear. But anywho, it is what it is. We just have to roll with it. Hopefully he can get someone to cover for him while he takes me to the hospital and to labor and delivery so that I can get checked out. And hopefully they'll just check me out and say everything is good and we can go home again. So it is actually Saturday morning now, and I wanted to come on here and update you guys on yesterday because I kind of left you at sort of a cliffhanger with us kind of rushing to labor and delivery at the hospital to get my fluids checked out and an ultrasound done. So after that last clip that you saw, me driving home and letting my husband know that we have to go to the hospital, he thankfully had someone cover for him for the last like 3 hours of his shift, which again was his last day before paternity leave. So he was able to get someone to cover for him, and we kind of packed everything up. Most of our hospital bags and go bags are already in his car ready to go, as well as the baby's car seat. So everything was basically in there. It was just one bag that we were keeping in the house so that we can keep adding to it. So we packed up that bag with the stuff that we were still using and put it in the car, and we drove to the hospital. So after they screened us for COVID and stuff and went through all the questions, they took us to one of the triage rooms in the L&D department. So we were just sitting there and the nurse came and he was super nice. He hooked me up to the baby monitor to make sure that the baby's heartbeat was okay, and his heart rate was great the whole time. They also strapped the other monitor on me to see if I was actually contracting or not. So after I was hooked up to the monitors, he kind of just let me sit on the monitor for a bit while he asked me a bunch of the, admission questions and stuff. Then I waited around for a while. It was actually a really busy day for labor and delivery. I think they had like 4 babies while I was there. There were 2 emergent C-sections and babies popping out from everywhere, so it was a really busy day. So we were there for a little bit waiting for the midwives to see us, but everyone was really nice, so it was just kind of a waiting game there. The midwife finally came to see me and she explained what she was doing. She was going to swab inside, obviously, to see if the fluid that I'm leaking is actually amniotic fluid or if I was right and it was just me kind of peeing myself like I thought I was doing this entire like week and a half. So she swabbed me. It was not comfortable whatsoever. It was not a pleasant experience. I was already spotting and bleeding from the cervical exam that I had yesterday morning at my OBGYN. She did a cervical exam to let me know that I was, 1 centimeter dilated. My cervix was softening, and I was bleeding since 9 o'clock when that happened. So yeah, it was just not comfortable. It was kind of painful, and it is what it is. So she swabbed me. She said, I'm gonna go look at this under the slide. If it is amniotic fluid, I will know right away, and we'll have to admit you. That means like your water has been broken, and we'll have to admit you to keep an eye on the baby to make sure that there's no infections. So again, it was just a waiting game. I think it took like 15-20 minutes for her to come back to let us know that it wasn't amniotic fluid. She said she didn't see any ferning or any ferns, so that was good, but she did want me to still get the ultrasound to measure my fluid levels in there. So we waited around for about, I want to say 30 minutes. I think another baby was being born while we were waiting, so it was just waiting for someone to come get me to bring me down to ultrasound. My husband couldn't go with me, so I went by myself with the nurse, and the ultrasound took quite a bit. She measured my fluids twice just to double check, and then they wheeled me back upstairs to the room that we were in. We waited again for like another 20 minutes, half an hour, to let us know what the fluid situation is. If it was still at a good level, we can go home. If it's not, obviously we would have to be admitted and be monitored. So the midwife came back, said that the fluids looked great. I think it was like 8.57. So my fluid levels were good enough for us to be discharged, and I was just so happy because this house is not done. Today is actually move-in day for us. Today is Saturday, like I mentioned, and I had plans to deep clean and move in today, so that got all pushed back because we were at the hospital for 4 hours. We were there from 10 to 2, and I was starving. We actually went to the house. My dad was downstairs doing the downstairs bathroom, and my mom came over after work, and she helped me deep clean the mattress. I got this like upholstery carpet cleaner machine thing, so I wanted to just clean the bed before I put our new linens on, which I'm so excited for. Our new linens, I got Cozy Earth linens and comforters, and it is like the mushiest, softest, bounciest thing I've ever felt. So I cannot wait to like deep clean this place today, shower, and lay in this bed tonight. It's gonna feel amazing. So after that, we ate dinner together at the house, and my dad and Juan, my husband, started to work on the kitchen cabinet. The kitchen is the last project in the house right now. My dad is gonna seal off the big window from the kitchen as well as the entryway from the kitchen to the living room. He's gonna seal that off with plastic so that while he's working on it, none of the dust and like debris and stuff can get into the living room, so I can at least clean the living room and make the living areas livable, and we can move in and it's not dusty and dirty. And I just have like really bad germophobia and OCD when it comes to stuff like that, so I needed it to be completely sealed off. My husband's calling me. He just got to the house right now. He had to go dumpster diving because I took out the lamp fixture for the stairway, but I guess I threw away the box with the piece still in it that we need to adhere it to the wall or to the ceiling. So the poor guy had to like go dumpster diving and find the box, but he did find the piece, so at least we have that to install. Yeah, so my dad and Juan started working on the kitchen cabinets to start installing them because we had, I guess like custom cabinets brought in, but my dad, I just felt safer with him installing it because he's like the handiest man ever. He can do anything in a house. He could probably build a house if he wanted to. So he's been just amazing with this entire moving process. He has fixed every single room, from like plumbing to lighting to drywall to knocking things down to painting the walls. Like we have really, really high ceilings. I think they're like 20 or 30 feet high. And watching him on a ladder to paint the trim around, he's been amazing. And my mom as well. So they've been over there. So they were working on the cabinets. My mom and I were kind of just hanging out. I didn't want to leave my mom and dad there alone because I knew they would stay late if I wasn't there, which they always do. So I have to sit there and they'll see that I'm tired, so they'll go home early so I can go home. But we were actually all there until 1 o'clock yesterday, 1 in the morning. So it's coming along. They're working on the cabinets right now. I don't know if I mentioned that. I probably did. And today actually marks 1 full month since we've been staying at my sister's and brother-in-law's house. So it's been crazy, and I'm really excited to just finally settle into our new place and just settle into a routine of our own and kind of enjoy the new house before this baby gets here, because he is due any minute now. I mean, we're only 3 or 4 days away from his due date, and he could be on time, he could be early, he could be late, who knows, but we are all on baby watch right now. So that is the update for you guys. I didn't want to just leave that clip hanging from yesterday and not, you know, let you know what actually happened. So that is everything. You are caught up now. Yeah, like I said, we are officially on baby watch and just waiting for this little guy to come. So I guess I will see you guys at the house. I'll probably just kind of set my camera around again and film myself cleaning. It's gonna be so fun to watch. But that is the plan for today. So I'll see you guys in the next clip.
Hold me close and hold me fast. This magic spell you cast. This is like a